down like that, and shadow continue into here. No, shadow, stay out of there. But yeah, this line here is wrong because it's supposed to go, breast meat goes pretty high up when you have big titties. So just letting you know that. For anybody it's a little confused what the fuck I'm doing. Shadow's just like, the hell did I get called out for? But yeah, basically it kind of like moves up and through like that kind of thing. So I kind of have to fix up that other one where its place is just wrong to begin with. So let me grab that collarbone. It looks fine because originally it was where my art was on that line, but it's not where I want it to be for what I'm doing. The KDA2. So which one is this? I've sung this. I think. I had it in Discord for a while and then I deleted it. I have Villain. Villain's still in Discord. Sung by me. But the Villain song is my favorite. Yeah. I like Villain. I think, what's her name? Something Bear. That one, that lady. I sing that portion. I feel like I can like come to her voice okay and stuff. Artist education, a well-rounded stream. Like, I know anatomy. My character is me. She's modeled off me, right? She always has been, right? So, like, essentially, apart from the giant ass eyes, like, that's me, right? So when I'm drawing my character, a lot of the times I'll look at like my body, my hand, a pose, a reference. I'll grab a mirror if I have to, take a photo if I have to, and use that to figure out how the fuck to draw. This is how I learnt to draw. I also drew Sailor Moon a lot, obviously. Like, hold on. Let me bring in some Sailor Moon pictures I prepared earlier. I also seen that bit pretty good, but anyway. My safe ones there. So, like, let me show you some early Sailor Moon art from me before I started cultivating my own style in amongst it. You'll see what I mean. Where is she? There's one. This is before I could, before I was really able to draw too well. So you get the concept I'm going for. Hold on. Fucking open it with the right program, mate. I don't want to open it with that. Nope, again, not the right program. Fuck it, give me a new page. I don't know how big the scan is. So let me just open that. Sure. Fuck it. So you get what I was trying to draw, right? When I drew Sailor Moon, right? But it's not that accurate. But I have another one I'm pretty sure I brought in here. It's such a light pencil work. It's going to take me a second to find it if I have it in here. I don't think I named it in here. There it is. All right. Like there you go. You get so much of the details spot on for Sailor Moon though. Yeah, but then like this is where I started to branch out with my own character and anatomy and shit. So like this is from, I don't know if I've got this dated. Hold on. No, but I can find it pretty quickly because of what I titled it. Hold on. But yeah, when it comes to Sailor Moon, like she is what I drew as the first kind of, I just sat down one afternoon and I paused the TV and I paused my recording and I started drawing and stuff. What era is this one from? It should be like 5 or 6 or something. Not that year. That might have been earlier than that, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if it's earlier. It shouldn't be 03, but it could be. Actually, yeah, this is from '03. So this is when I graduated high school. Um, this is how I was drawing back then. So yeah. Um, like you get down into like feet, toes, all that was good. Like portions, leg meat, like, you know, soft pooch, butt, like all the things, arms, like hair, the way her hair works and stuff, you know, like all of that shit. I had, you know, it's leg meat. I call it leg meat because when I was weightlifting, right, I had like really solid legs and I just called them leg meat because there was no fat. So that's how I like saw them. They weren't like hard chiseled ripped or anything, but they were just leg meat, you know. That's how I see it. But yeah, when it comes down to it, like I branched off from that, obviously. I think that is pretty obvious in my art style anyway. But oh Jesus, I left that on 7. Take that back down to a 3. But yeah. I wanted to show that to you guys last time, but I didn't have it cleaned up that I could just bring it in and shit, so it's fine. Your collarbone is like there somewhere. That's better. I don't know how to bring that into front, but that's kind of where it's going. That's where the meat's going, obviously. But because she's scrunched brought her shoulders in for this, right? A lot of this is compacted, which means it comes up a lot closer than it should. That's not that far off. But yeah, Artstream's fantastic. You get to like hear all kinds of shit. You get to listen to music, get to ask all kinds of questions and shit, get to see all kinds of crap that I just don't get to stop and pull up in a regular stream, you know? Because usually when I'm playing a game and stuff, like I am somewhat focused on the game. I am generally more focused on the conversation and shit. But yeah. Actually, I kind of don't mind that. Is it Meglet? Was it Meglet? Oh my god. You lot and your fucking what was the chainsaw thing? What was the Chegg? The fucking Chegg. This isn't a Chegg situation, okay? It's like the Meglet. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me bring that shit back in here a second. When it gets in here. Hopefully it doesn't crash it. Give it a minute. I hope I saved recently. This is not Meglet. This chunk here is not Meglet, okay? It's not Meglet. All right. It's not Chegg either. Jesus. I need to save this before it fucking crashes on me or something. All right. Yeah, that's coming up better. I'm not a huge fan of this KDA song. I've got it, but I'm not a big fan of it. That's about where I want that to be. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes it helps to just put some shadows in for like naturalness. You just need to insert some shadow into stream. Have some shadow in your day. I love fucking riffing on Shadow because like Shadow's name allows me to have so many puns. Every time everybody goes to lurk, they're always lurking in Shadow. And this is why Shadow is just like, I feel like shit. It's like everybody's still lurking at him. Nobody comes out. Nobody unlurks. By the way, I have an unlurk thing. Nobody ever unlurks. They just like return to chat, which is fine. That's normal. But like poor Shadow. He's got compounding interests of all my like members and stuff. I almost called you guys my colonists, but same shit, different day, essentially. There's a great mashup that combines KDA songs and Blackpink songs into a big mega song that's great. I don't think I've listened to any Mega Pink stuff yet because I got salty about it when I was playing PUBG, and PUBG did a partnership with Blackpink, or sorry, hold on, yeah, Blackpink, and I clicked on one of the emotes to see what it did in the game, and it fucking copyrighted my VOD and it copyrighted my videos on YouTube. And I was like, what? I was pretty salty. I was pretty salty that day because like my VOD, I couldn't keep my VOD up because it's a lot of the Korean music artists are really, really big on like takedowns and stuff. A lot of the other places don't give a shit. A lot of my music is mixed all over the place. Like I have all kinds of languages in this playlist and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I want to remove a bit of the line like that or not. It kind of looks right, but it also looks like I pulled it down too far. I like this one. I came across this as like a different video clip for League of Legends. I don't play League of Legends or watch any of this stuff, but I still don't like, I like the clip and shit. Blackpink and KDA apparently have a lot of songs written by the same persons. They have a similar vibe and blend together nicely. Yeah, I like KDA's aspect of they try to find new talents that kind of like work with their thing, you know? Like they often have like individual songs sung by like their individual talents and stuff like that. But when they add a new person in, it brings its own new element and it's a strength. It's always a strength kind of thing. I would very much imagine when they do like combined with other groups and stuff, that would absolutely try to also combine it in the same kind of way. KD isn't a real band, yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know it's a group of talents that's just like, not a group, but it's a collection of talents that work together on certain projects and shit. So I don't know how best to say that other than it's a group of talents kind of thing. But yeah, I know that I think Madison Bear and whoever the other chick is, they often coordinate a lot of the stuff for projects and songs and stuff like that. So they're usually in a lot of them. But I just like their shit. I like their music videos though. For I don't think it's League of Legends. I don't know. It probably is. I don't know. I don't know my shit well enough. But yeah, I like their crap. It took me too long to come across their stuff, honestly. My partner found it and he liked it first. And I was just like, nah, I don't want to watch that. I was going through health stuff at the time, so I just wasn't interested in like listening to a lot of things. I wasn't interested in connecting my worldly experience to something at the time. Where did I leave that color? There. Yeah, no, that looks better. All right, I'm going to hide that for a second. I need it. One of the girls is lead singer of K-pop group. I can't remember the name right now. I can't remember her name either. I think she's the blonde one. Well, blonde animated one, I think. Either that or she's the one with the bike. Because one of those two is like, I feel like it's the Fox Girls character thing. I feel like she's the main one, but I just don't remember what her name is. I keep thinking of Madison Bear because that's the only one I give a fuck about, realistically. Like, I like her voice. So, yeah. But generally speaking, when it comes to music, I don't go too deep into things because, like, majority of my music, like, not what you guys have heard so far, but the majority of my music combined is from a person, not a person, but like, actually, no, it's Nick Skits who makes Skits Mix. I like his shit, but it's literally he takes other people's songs and puts it to a specific beat and tone and remixes it and shit. So I like that crap. Which is where like the majority of my music taste comes from, unfortunately. A lot of these things, a lot of the music that you guys are hearing at the moment, it's just stuff that I've come across in like the last decade or so as I've been doing other stuff and I've liked it. So I've like tried to go and find it and get it and stuff. Like the Miraculous Ladybug bit earlier. Same kind of thing with that, basically. I'm bringing one of the arms now. Outline. I also see you peeking. I see you peeking, Keelan. I'm so glad you fell asleep because there has been some woefully inappropriate topics in here earlier that probably would have made you peace out pretty hard from the conversation. So the other thing too is I need another hide line thing in here. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's been one of those streams, Keelan. I want to basically hide. I don't know if I wanted to hide that bit there, but yeah, I guess I do. I don't need that. I need to be able to see that right now, and I don't need to be able to see this stuff up here. I want to be able to hide that, so I may need to bring that. Where are her boobs? Where the fuck are her boobs in relation to things? Hold on. Bring me up. There we go. All right. Just hide that because I'm going to need to be able to see the arm behind it, which coincidentally I'm going to have to move the lines probably up higher so I can see them. Or no, I'm going to have to I don't want to bring this up higher. I mean, it's the same hand as the other one. Hold on a second. I can use this one. It's the same hand, just... Where did I put that? There. No? Oh, yeah, because I don't have it on. Whoa, shit. Fuck. Hold on. Put that away. That was... I just got fucking flashbanged by my own art. But anyway. So why can I see these ones then? Armline template. Which ones am I looking at? Ah, this is going partial. There we go. Okay, now I can see the line that I'm trying to work on here in combination with this. Cool. Okay, that's all I give a shit about. God damn. Where did that other fucking thing go? Need to fix my sleep schedule. I would imagine so. This is like, well, at 3 or so something a.m. This must be what? 5 or something for you, I think? No, that ain't right. Because I normally see you in the 3rd hour of my stream and it's only like 2 or 3 or something. I've been waking up around 8 or 9 p.m. Go sleep at 2 or 3 p.m. Yeah. So it must be around about like 3 or 4 or some shit. I don't know. The good thing is I did put an alarm on to remind myself to get the fuck off the computer at some point in the morning because I have a doctor's appointment. And if I don't have one, if I don't have the reminder, I won't get off the computer. 7:30 p.m. currently. Man, I am so fucking like all over the shop. There it is. I misspelt. Had it spell left. Mind you, my keyboard is currently sideways. So I think I get a pass on that. There we go. Yeah, my keyboard is like, because it's not my usual layout, I'd normally be like, oh, go have a look at like a photo in Instagram or whatever of like how my art set is all like laid out and stuff, but this is not it. Which reminds me, if it's been a couple of hours, I'm taking another one of those fucking osteopanadols. Wait, I won't feel my shoulder when it wakes up. Much better. I mean, it's not much better for now, but I also had some water, so that was pretty good. I need to get my hands on some more Miraculous Ladybug again. They changed the art style, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I haven't seen the whole last 2 seasons. I get the concept of what they did with it, but I just haven't kept up with it. So, your wrist is about here. And I want to kind of like add in fingers for this, honestly. So maybe something along the lines of like that kind of thing, give or take. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about the nubs right now, but we'll come back to that. I just need something to kind of like start. I don't want a hand to be so rounded. So the funny thing is, like, one of the things I noticed is that in amongst my more recent arts, I have like a softer style of drawing hands and a more kind of like, I don't know, softer, looser kind of looking arm. And I don't know how to like fix myself with that because like I like as I showed earlier, like I had like really good arm anatomy drawn. And then I just kind of like at some point my brain's just like, we're just gonna put this over here and we're just not gonna open it again for a while. And I'm like, doesn't help me. It's not too bad. Now my only thing is this is her hands going up and back. Where's those greeny thingies? There, those. By the way. Oh yeah. What's by the way? If this is going up like that, the funny thing is I'm actively drawing 3 different emotes at once. So it's kind of a weird night for me. But yeah, if it's going back, be going back over her shoulder with that hand action there. It isn't a huge issue. It doesn't matter if it goes past here. So I haven't shown you what I stole a while back. Hey, grabby paws. I steal my cute things I get close to. Let meow. I think I've seen that. It's a cute cat emote. No, I've seen that. I feel like I saw that back around like Christmas, maybe November. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It could have been fucking January for all I know. January was a long time ago to me. But yeah. No, I've seen it. I think it's cute. You had that one and you had a slightly different one. I don't remember the other one. I know that every time Keelan comes in and tries to show me something or tries to tell me something, I already know. And I'm like, I feel bad because I already know the thing and I remember. I have like good memory for the shit and stuff. There's still a couple of them. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm stealing your thunder in the way of like being able to share stuff for fun, you know? Which is fine. I don't actually mind where her hand is here. There's still a couple of them. Yeah. Let me just get you back on 3. Cool. So I think the thing is I don't want her arm coming out that's dead straight. Her other hand is a lot higher up. If I was to move this up, it would look too high on this side, but I mean, in all honesty, I can either have it that the glow stick thing goes straight up or not. Like, this isn't going to be in the stare emote, by the way. You know, the funniest thing is usually I draw one emote and then I proceed to change it into the next emotes and stuff instead of like drawing them all at once. So this is a bit different one. The video clip for this is fucking wild. It really is. If you actually like watch the whole clip and stuff, it's like, what the hell am I watching? Funny thing is, I think they based that guy on a dance game version of the character who has like a whole heap of like deeper lore with some bride character in the same game. It's crazy. I watch some weird shit in my personal time. I think we all know that, but just to clarify that, it doesn't hurt to say that occasionally. The only thing is, if she's holding on to, say, a baton, that kind of shape's fine, but I'll have to fix up her fingers. I'll just remove those for the moment. They're not a bad spot. I don't mind them, but I need to change them. I want to move this just a tiny bit. Yeah, funny thing is, whenever I stream, art stream, like, I fully expect that, like, because it's music, there's stuff that like people do and don't like and will like come and go from and stuff. But like the funniest thing for me is like anybody that like listens to this shit while they're like working and crap, it just gives you like a night of just music instead. Which I mean, slightly better than some of the crap I like spin off like earlier out of the blue. I kind of don't know if I want that one to come forwards because her forearm isn't supposed to be that much smaller than the arm at the back. Mind you, it is visibly more forwards than the arm at the back, so it is going to be smaller than the arm at the back regardless, but not by like that much. I might have to thin out this bit here, which is fine if I do. It doesn't change too much. Maybe. Maybe I've been listening while writing code. Nice. Yeah, I'm always curious what people are up to when I'm doing like art stream and crap. Well, just streams in general. Because like some people are working, some people are chilling, some people are sleeping. You know, everybody's kind of doing their own thing, which is nice. Have you seen the new Discord UI? Yeah, I have. Because I had to restart my computer tonight because my tablet was being shit. I actually don't mind it. I haven't seen more than just the color visual change, but I like black, obviously. So mine is like in dark mode. It's black as fuck, which is nice. I don't have too much issues with the layout so far, but yeah. Was it? I just like change. Yeah, I get that too. I hate things fucking changing around, specifically browsers and crap. Like something changed with my YouTube browser just really recently, and like all of a sudden, because like a lot of my web pages I have maximized 150% so I don't have to fuck around wearing glasses when I'm like doing other shit and stuff. And so like I opened up my YouTube page the other day and I could only see 2 fucking video options and the menu on the side. I'm like, I need to decrease this. I turned it down to like 125. All the fucking words on the side went tiny and the videos are still massive. And I have like 3 across my page. And I'm like, this has done it in the wrong order. I want the words to be big and I want the images to be whatever, you know. But yeah, I don't quite want it to be that big. Remember when Twitch put the oh my god, yeah, I saw an old video of somebody's where they had that, and I'm like, ugh, that was horrible. That was stupid too, because the whole point of like the Twitch like information and stuff is it puts it down the bottom so it's near the, you know, the follow, it's near the subscribe stuff, so it draws your attention to those things being down there in that area. But yeah, like if I open up a web page for Twitch, I actually tend to scroll down a little bit usually anyway. So I normally don't have the full top bar of like the screen. Like I don't fucking know why. I just don't do it. But when they did that, it was so stupid because I'm like, I'd never know what the hell the stream was, you know? I sort of want it to be about that thickness, but not quite. Let me get rid of the other side of the arm. Yeah, that line there. That's what I can do with that. Other people protested so loudly, it's changed back. Yeah. It's a shame in a sense that some things get changed forever and just don't come back, you know? That's a bit better. That's more of the shape I want. Someone had to come up with this thinking it's looking good, and then what's even worse, someone had to look at it and approve thinking it looks good. I think what it proves is that nobody was looking at it in the first place, and that's why it got approved. I really see it as more of like that. Like, there's a lot of cases where you see a design or something and you're like, there's no way that somebody looked at this and went, fuck yeah, you know? Who knows? Maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody was like, it's innovative. It's so different. And sparks change or something. I don't fucking know. But you imagine if it did? If that's how like the thinking was going with it, you know? Like, I kind of just honestly want this bit up here to connect up there. I want some like arm meat on like that part because it's supposed to be squished a little bit. I'm scared what they do. What did they do? Oh yeah, no, you just gotta refresh, like open and close your Discord by the sounds of it. What if I just never update? It will get you eventually when your PC decides to like crash on you at some random interval, and you'll be like screams, like, you know that meme scream thing where like somebody's just like progressively screaming louder and louder and stuff. It's like that. It's just Jaylee running around a house, you know. Has a voice chat status bar covers up half the server channels, server icons, and half the size. I haven't actually seen that. Hold on. The voice bar. I mean, it covers some stuff. Mine's not covering too much. The only thing I don't like is the activity crap off to the side, because I don't need to see everybody's activity of what games they're playing and stuff. Pushing like all of members and crap down the bottom. But aside from that, like, it hasn't really changed in a way that like bugs me too much. But not great. Not horrible, but it's not great. Only works if you're playing in borderless window mode. Maybe. That could be what's happening with mine. If your game does not support such mode, well, then have fun. Oh, man. Mind you, I don't really do, like, voice chat stuff. So, like, I don't see that side of it kind of thing. I do, like, I don't know, sometimes. Depends on what I'm playing and crap. But generally speaking, that's not a common issue for me. The only thing I found was that a while ago there was some update. There was a trial for some users. Not everybody got it. And apparently what it did was if you were in a call with somebody from the same server or some crap, it would display that you were in the call with them regardless. And I'm like, that's kind of shit. That's kind of like somebody's invasion of privacy crap. But yeah, I don't know. I don't do calls. I don't like being on the phone. If you could, would you go back to the old UI, even if it meant subbing out all the new features? Circa year 2008 brought my butterfly-shaped knockoff MP3 player, and I have had this butterfly song on. Lol. I don't know if I had a butterfly song on before, but we had My Little Butterfly earlier. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Not that one. What's it called? No, it ain't named what it's supposed to be called. Hold on. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, that's why I can't fucking find it. Alright, hold on. That would be... I'll let the song change because it's going to take me back to where I was looking. There you go. Alright. It should be back up here somewhere. For some reason I have it saved and it starts with an S. And this playlist is by all means not in alphabetical order. I know I'm in the right spot looking at it and I'm like, I can't see. There it is. It's not going to sound like it's starting right. There we go. This is what I think of when I hear butterfly. The one you played earlier. Well. Yeah. Now I came across this in I was barely 18, so whatever fucking year that was. It came preloaded. The place itself is pretty good, to be fair, but simply does not work anymore. Cool UI is a whole nother. Oh my god. It's now tiny in a whole new order. The worst they're grouped. Yeah, I haven't seen too much. I literally opened, like, I had to restart my computer. I saw it open, went what the fuck, and had to start stream. So I really didn't get a chance to like look at it and stuff. But I'll see it more later. Like, I briefly looked at it before, and I just haven't seen a lot of these feature thingies yet. Someone is pursuing the Gitch Hot playlist. What? Meaning that for some stuff, you could do one push of a button and now have to open that button group and pick all the button from the drop-down menu. Ugh. Look, I'll have a look at it later. I can only imagine like how bad it's probably gotten. I sort of want you to have like a bump thing there. Make this a bit darker so I can see it. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like all the stuff that changes just for the sake of making it look different and hiding other shit when they do updates and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, look, they kind of moved away from like the really cool shit a really long time ago. Like, I know when I was graduating high school and stuff, there was a lot of really like super, super cool stuff back then, you know? Like, just technology in general just seemed a lot cooler, you know? Enough ranting from me. I'm lucky having me out full stream, yeah. No worries. I'll catch you around, Keelan. I like the official video for this song way more than the others. Oh, yeah. I can't say if I've seen the official one because I only have this Naruto one. I was into watching Naruto at the time, so you can tell what anime I was into in roughly around about the year. Not being totally accurate because sometimes it's been out for a couple of years and then I happen to go and look for video clips for that anime or for that song and stuff like that. So not always accurate, but you can kind of tell what I was into around about that time, you know. A lot of the time I don't have the official videos for much. I tend to have a lot of the playlist versions. Oh yeah, let me change my music back up to kind of where we were. I like this, but I took us down to KDA before, so where was that? Let's put one on for Viken. I doubt he's still listening, but I'll throw that one on Viken because I just saw it in passing. I'm like, I might as well. It's the one Viken always requests when I'm streaming. So I just instinctively start doing the hands flap. My hands dance to this. I didn't know that there was a dance to it, I'll be honest. So the caramel dancing. I have that in here somewhere too. I've got that, I've got the hamster dance, I've got something else. I can't guarantee I'd be able to find any of them just because the way that they're named, they'll be named after whatever anime and stuff. But yeah. So we've meme dance like from 2011. Well, I know what the caramel dancing dance is. I just didn't know if I didn't know if the butterfly song had one, you know. I kind of want to make this bigger. I played World of Warcraft. It's a female Pandaren dance. I never played. Hold on. Pandaren was the panda race, or was it the like dragon elf one? It's panda. I wasn't playing when the pandas came in, I don't think, or I didn't see them. Yeah. No, I stopped playing. Hold on. WoW races. Yeah. I stopped playing around about when they brought in the Draini race, the kind of like alien cow race. That one. Like the purple and blue, like alien looking people. I stopped playing it around about then. Because I couldn't afford it. I had a fucking house and I was like 18. So I couldn't afford a subscription. So the only reason why I played WoW in the first place was because my brother bought it for me so that we could play, because we lived too far away from each other and we still wanted to play games and shit. So yeah. The Burning Crusade, the first expansion technically. I did play a little bit of Burning Crusade, so like I was playing when that character existed, but I didn't play much beyond then because I just couldn't. And on top of that, I had like the full-time job and I was at the gym like twice a day for like an hour and a bit. So I just didn't have time. Plus I was drawing and watching anime and just being a culturally well-rounded person. So like I could choose to play 8 hours of games at night. I could choose to draw art or I could choose to watch anime. And I couldn't do like most of them overlapping because I'd give 100% of my attention to all of them. So yeah. But that's back when I used to play. So I haven't played for a long time. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'd love to play again. Like I played again in 2013 for a month. I had a Tauren character. I wanted to try a Tauren character, but I had a night elf. I had a night elf that was called Atlantis, which is funny because, you know, my mod Atlantis. And then I had a blood elf as well. My blood elf was called Acrylic. And then I think I made a third night elf character, but I deleted her. And then I made the Tauren. Yeah. I didn't really get to play too deeply, unfortunately, because like I said, I had a fucking house and I was 18. So, like, I didn't have spare money. I still don't fucking have spare money. But, like, yeah, back then, like, I think I had maybe at most $70 of, like, spending money a week at the very, very best. And that also had to buy my food. So, yeah, I just lived in the gym because if I'm in the gym, I'm not needing to eat. And if I'm walking, I'm not needing to eat. It's basically the same shit as now. As long as I don't do anything, I don't need to eat. That's essentially like how I exist. Just don't do anything, breathe, and maybe consume water, but don't worry about the food aspect. We don't need that. Do eat people if you don't eat people, but eat if you can fucking afford it and shit. Take care of yourselves. I, on the other hand, am doing the best I can. And I can't fucking afford, so I just don't eat. It's fine. Eating people leads to like, shut up. What was the word that fucking, was it meglet? Fucking Andre, it's like, yeah, eating people will resolve in meglet, okay? That's what happens. I think all of us have spent too much time on RimWorld, honestly. Yeah, and Chegg. Chegg will definitely happen if you start eating meat, especially leg meats. Oh my god. You lot are a pack of something. Something, alright. I don't want to bring a hand in more rounded for this, honestly. I like where a knuckle is here, but we gotta like bring it down. You just gotta actually be holding something. So at the moment, a hand's just closed, but I'm not. I was gonna say I'm not fisting it, but I understand where everybody's brain just went. But fucking hold your horses, people. Hold on, where's my horse? And we'll do Techno Horse for this. We'll do Techno Avalon. Hold your Techno Avalons, okay? Fucking hell. Anyway. I swear, I can't have a single fucking art stream where I'm not on about something fucking insane. Yeah. Avalon, fucking Techno Horse, right, actually originated because of Artstream, because, like, everybody kept, like, spamming horse. It was, like, my most used emote for the longest time, until, like, love came along. And then, yeah, whenever I did Artstream and stuff, people would still spam horse. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to have a Techno Horse one of these days. And, yeah, we got to Techno Horse, so we all know the song. Unfortunately, no, I actually do have that saved. I was going to say I don't have that saved, but I do have that saved. We're not throwing that in here. Oh, fucking hell, stop clicking shit. Oh, I'm probably going to have to draw most of a hand for this. So Problem is where her hand is. Hold on. Hey, cat, welcome in. I don't want this to look. Because initially she just has her fist, her hands are fists. But now I need it to be more of an open clasped hand, which means her knuckles probably have to come down a bit lower. Or I could just go with more straight lines hands. We'll fucking see. So I made it. Yeah, Artstream's a pretty good one to manage to catch, honestly, because of how fucking long I stream it. But yeah, glad you could catch it. I don't think you've caught one for a while. Well, hold on. Nah, fuck that off. Here, what are you up to, cat? We are talking about the whole heap of most weird shit. You're gonna make some fucking Yorkshire tea, are you? Some Yorkshire gold tea. My god, man. The fucking amount of tea you have. Holy crap. I can't even I don't have the patience to make that much tea. I don't hate tea, but fucking hell. Yeah, I don't have the patience for that crap. As I might. Fucking you and Shadow both get fucking dead into doing stuff just by being here. Just 80 times 5 or 4 or something like that. I don't know. I think you had 4 boxes of 80, right? Because there was 3 stacked and then there was the one in the photo and stuff. My real question is, realistically, how big are the tea bags getting here? Honestly, the stream is just the conversations I'm having are half in the bin and half okay. Sorry, my mind's still swimming in the gutter right now. So, oh man. Kat has no idea what the fuck I'm on about, mind you, which is where this is funnier for me. I think I want to get rid of this bottom part, honestly, because it's putting me off. I'll bring her palm in later. I'll freehand that shit. It's fine. 400 tea bags. Oh, yeah. And it's just a bit of a sip. Actually, people grinding right now, so it fits. What the fuck? Andre's secretly a crematorium employee. And he's actually talking about a legitimate stage where you grind up the bones. It's not actually something bizarre. That's what this is. Well, it's not, but could you imagine? It's just I don't know, the Crypt Keeper sort of thing, just has it's not that far off. Nah, it's fine. It's a little much. What do you mean a little much? What, the tea? It is a little much, honestly. I think that's a good cover. Oh man, I'm giving advice apparently on how to avoid detection. Does Gimp support rotating the canvas these days? I don't fucking know. I'm not one to rotate. I can't stand it when I'm watching an artist and hold on a second. It's not going to do it on that one. But I'm watching an artist and they're fucking wee. I'm fucking pick a lane and keep it in that direction. My God. You know. So no, I don't know if it rotates shit. I'll tell you what, when I rotate that, it doesn't stay rotated. But yeah, you'll have to find that one out for yourself. Shut up, cat. Oh man, I'm gonna have a sip of my drink. Yeah, I don't know. I see artists do it all the time, right? There's a few artists I really like watching, and they are constantly flipping and rotating and all sorts of shit. I'm well aware that my drawings are not perfectly flippable. They're not so centered posture and crap like that, you know. I've been saving this whole time. I don't know if you can see it down here. Keep your eyes down this little part of the thing for a second, right? See that? I've been doing that this whole time. So yeah, it's all right. I figured out what my quick key was for that earlier tonight, so it's been great. But yeah, I don't know. Since I can't live without rotate when drawing, I was thinking of trying Gimp again. I mean, for sure, give it a go and have a look at how it is and stuff. Like, who knows? It might be exactly perfect for you kind of thing. But I just know, like, for me, there's a lot of features in drawing programs I don't need or I don't use because I don't use that kind of artistry and stuff. Like when I'm drawing on a piece of paper, I try to hold that thing down to the desk as fucking hard as I can with my other hand so it doesn't move a fucking centimeter. Because I don't want that shit to move. Because, like, my other discrepancy too is when I have to wear my glasses, like now, right? I have a bit of a disconnect from where I'm seeing it versus the magnification and stuff. So it takes me a bit of an adjustment to get like right with that. My glasses aren't that fucking strong, but it's just a difference between me being able to read this little bit over here clearly or putting a tiny bit of strain in to get focus, and the strain will get me a tension headache really quickly. So yeah, I'd rather not, you know. I don't know. I get that worse on paper and shit. Kind of don't want your finger to be that small. I'm gonna have to put something actually in her hand to get the shape and stuff. Her hand's fine. It's just that I wonder if I can get, hold on. Give me shape. Give me shape. Let's make you red so I can keep an eye on you. This thing will rotate. I think it would be about, pattern shouldn't be much bigger than that, I don't think. Probably not. Give or take, I feel like that's enough. Let me just make this a random color. Or don't pick a random color at all. Fine, whatever. Do that. Ah, fuck off. Hold on. Alright, I have to redo it again. Anyway, I guess I gotta measure that out again. Oh, I still like to rotate the canvas because I use the rotate paper when I draw. I feel like I can do curves better when my hand is on the inside. Skill issue, perhaps. I would say it's just how you like to draw. Because you know how I was saying earlier that I'm just going to have to fucking draw a line or something. Holy crap. So because I've drawn with the mouse and stuff, like I've got videos of me drawing with the mouse and stuff on YouTube, and my early ones, particularly like my prawn emote and stuff, are 1-to-1 times, so I haven't sped them up. So you can see me trying to get curves and stuff with it mouse, right? Because I've used the mouse, because I use the pen, pencil, whatever, I draw with my feet, all the things, like it doesn't really stop me from, I guess, I guess like being able to do the thing. Drawing with a mouse is super hard mode. Well, hold on a second. Let me bring my avatar back in again. Not this one, but my other one. Like I said, this isn't the original file, but this is close enough. I drew her with a mouse. I drew all of her with a mouse, all of her different hairstyles and stuff, or hair colors or whatever. Like, you know, you can see like the piercings, the lips, the eyelashes, earrings, all of this is with a mouse. And like I said, I have nails and stuff too. That's all with a mouse and stuff. Like this took me like 20 odd hours to draw, not just this flat image, right? Like I don't know if this one, because this isn't the save, this is not the one. Let me just see if I can find, because I opened up the wrong one earlier and I just keep opening it because I'm not bothering. But I moved my PNG Tuber save file the other day. I don't think it would be that. I'm trying to honestly figure out where the fuck I ended up sending this. I have to find it eventually because I want to know where the fuck I put it, right? But still. I reckon it's in one of these ones. I saw an extra file in here before. Try opening this one, see what this one's got. I'll know which one's got it because I will have my horror overlays in it. Plus, I need to figure out where I put it anyway. So give me a second. No, not that one either. I have a few of these saved. They're basically the same thing, so I couldn't delete my avatar by accident. I'm guessing it's the one that I've got with my blonde hair, but honestly, where the fuck did I put it? It's probably in my backups, honestly. I don't think it's that. I wonder what's the odds that when I took my Kitty Venus one, I wonder if I copied it in there and I started working on that one. Could be one of these two, maybe. This one's the most recent one, so whatever the fuck I've done with this. Yeah, this one will have the other ones in it. So not my Kitty Venus one, right, because I have got parts of her drawn with the tablet, but in hers, like, if I want to change her hair color and stuff, for instance, like, I can change whatever. And, like, not her specifically, the other main avatar, right? The base avatar, I drew all with the mouse and stuff, and all these different variation, like, sections and stuff that I can toggle on and off. I have from that, like, I can just change her skirt. Or, what's one of her shirts? Give me her shirts. Like, let's change her over to, like, that. Like, I can change the fuck out of her. And this is the thing is, I have 119 images for my avatar for Kelly Venus and for Kitty Venus separately. This is why my PNG tuber sometimes lags out and stuff, because I am absolutely ripping the most out of the program. So I can do just about anything with her if I want. But yeah, when I make my avatar, I sure as hell probably I'm not going to have the same level of customizability. But that's only because, like I showed you earlier, with this, I have 4 different main forms. So her Kelly Venus form is the one that allows her to have, like, the different hair colors and stuff. So yeah. Like, her other forms, as soon as she transforms into them, they auto default a hair color and hairstyle on top of her automatically. So if she happened to have purple hair in reality and have chopped it off to short, when she transforms, she would have brown hair and it would be long. It's a cover mechanism. So yeah, because basically she's kind of like, at the time she was 2 people in one kind of thing. But yeah, essentially she's just me. There's nothing too special about it now, but, like, yeah, back then it had more of a duality situation going. I don't know why this wasn't letting me just, like, do what I wanted with this, honestly. Let me just select nothing. I'm guessing it's because I've got it back a bit. There we go. That's the kind of shit that I want to do. Delete that, and I'll work with this. What's I miss there? I'm drawing with the mouse is super hard mode. How long does stream have left? I don't fucking know, Cat. Art stream is anywhere between 3 hours and 11 hours, and it's 4 a.m. right now. So I have to be off the computer by about 9 a.m. Somewhere around 9 a.m. because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. I've got to go get a shot of vitamins and crap. So I will have to get off the computer eventually. I just don't have an endless amount of time. But yeah, even if I stop streaming, I will probably keep drawing when I come home and stuff. I just won't be on stream. So I'll still record it. Don't worry, I'll still record it. I'll still put it on YouTube later and stuff because I want to make 3 emotes out of this. So I already knew that this one's going to be a long one. She was going to be at least a minimum of 7 hours to do because I want to make 3 out of her, which is a bit different than usual. Usually I make one and then I make more. Like, I'll show you what I mean by that. It's a healthcare package purchase. Yeah, I just did the stretches. I haven't done the hydrate yet. Eventually, in like maybe another hour, I'll go and get a fresh energy drink because I feel fine at the moment. It only takes me about an hour to drink one of those anyway, so yeah, it will last me a while. But yeah, I'm not streaming like Thursday and Friday. I don't usually stream. I try not to stream the day after art stream these days because I'm wrecked. And then Friday, I don't want to be streaming Friday because I want to try to take this into Live 2D and have a bit of a play with it, plus any additional art that I may need to make and stuff. I was bringing an emote. Hold on. Like this. I don't know if this is the full file. Yeah. So, for instance, this took me 7 hours to draw, right? That was 7 hours. And then from that, I made that. And then from her, I made, I think she was like 3 hours. Then I made her from the same one. She was like 4 hours as well. Then I made Cheese Slap. Oh, hold on. I brought that in a weird layer then. Take her up the top. Made Cheese Slap. I can't open her up properly at the moment, but she was just like a couple of seconds to make her because I did that jokingly. And then like I had to make the variation because nobody could tell the difference between blushing and Cheese Slap, apparently. So I had to like make it different and crap. So that one took me like a couple of hours to fucking fix up her mouth and stuff. But like her blushing and stuff, that took me ages. That took me so long to get that how I wanted it to be because I wanted it to be a gradient and then I wanted it to have like a bit of extra across it and stuff. And let's not forget the classic prawn emote. I don't get to show you guys these too often. But like, yeah, that's a fully drawn prawn. It even has like its what do you call it? Its feeler thingy is my brown hair kind of thing, my headset and shit. Back when I had that as a microphone and crap, and I even had like a gun and shit at one point. Hold on, I accidentally opened that in here, which I also drew as well. So yeah, it'd be better if I could like zoom out of that. But yeah, get rid of that. I tend to draw like an emote, like with this case, draw something for several hours and then it's finished, but then I create another emote from it later, right? Or in the same stream. This is one where I'm drawing a very large image to begin with the concept that I want to be able to draw 3 separate emotes out of it. So I'm doing that all at once as drawing the whole thing. Plus, I'm drawing extra shit on top of this too, like the arm that I'm doing. Oh my god, that's hurting my ears. Hold on. I like that song, but my god, that was starting to hurt. Like her arms and stuff, wherever they are. This one here, like I've drawn the back part of her arm, and I'm gonna fill that in with like a skin color and stuff like that because I will want to move this arm that I'm drawing at the moment so I can make Rave. So I'm trying to like work out all those layers too, so it's taken a bit and crap. Plus, for some reason, it wasn't letting me select an area and just use paint, so I'm just going to do it the manual way because fuck it. Need that. Oh man. I googled my question. Shift middle button to rotate canvas. Also, Gimp is downloading. I should put head to head with Critter. A lot of people like Critter. That's all I'm gonna say is a lot of people seem to really like Critter. So, it's just fine. Everybody to themselves kind of thing. But yeah, it's not really my jam for some reason. I don't even remember the reason. It's just not. Now that. There you go. All right. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a gauge of handheldness. Not that one, this one. That's what I'm trying to do. It's about there. I could keep moving this one around if I need because it's just a solid color image. But that takes it too far up to fingers. So unrotate that. That's where her mid palm is. It would be fine if the glow stick thingy is coming out of her mid palm. What? More like that, honestly. Like I said, I'll make a proper fucking glow stick later. I'm not drawing that shit on fucking stream. I need like a reference image of some kind of description for that. But I just need to see where her hand would be holding something. That's coming up to her wrist meat there, so about that kind of thing. I kind of wish this thing was a bit more rounded off. Hold on. I'd rather round that off. Not going to be fucking perfect, but it'll be fine. I'm 50 German, 50 wolf. Yeah, I've seen, I don't know if your profile picture in your Twitch is your character, your avatar, your self-representation thing or not, but I think it looks pretty fucking awesome. So I don't know if that's the thing or not, but yeah. Well, not quite that. I just want to take a bit off the edge there. Okay, something along the lines of that kind of thing. So not just a solid thing, it makes it more kind of rounded-ish to about there. I still want that to be bright. I just want it to be behind where her arm is to that. Sometimes having props can be so fucking useful. Let me put that one as red too. There we go. Absolutely use the programs that work for you. Gimp's no slouch. Yeah, I tend to find like Gimp really reminds me of Photoshop like a lot. And I don't mind that because like I didn't hate Photoshop. The only one I did not like, the only art program I hated was Corel Draw. That can go fuck itself. I did not like that. It was the most annoying piece of shit for me to work with. And it's just how I draw. That's all it is. But yeah, I didn't need that mess. Somewhere about there. So that one would be going behind her, which means that if I was to move it forwards, it would appear. This one, on the other hand, like, I do quite like this song. I should turn it up in my head. Whenever I say that, I'm talking about my headset, by the way. I won't adjust the volume of whatever I preset for stream because some of my songs are loud and some of them are quiet. But I can adjust the volume in my head for if I need it or not. Okay. So, where's her hand? There. I wouldn't imagine that it would be too far back in her hand. See, I also want to make it that I move her thumb up as well, which will help me with the positioning of this, but I don't think it's quite like that. More like that. That's where I want it to be. Or that hand. That's more correct. Okay. Leave that there. I'll just make that one a bit lighter at the moment because I don't need to see that. This one, though, this one's not quite right. I don't mind if it tilts forwards. I was hoping it would tilt backwards, but I was actually hoping it would come up past her hair. I may end up copying that one because I think I made one of these longer than the other. Yeah, I did. That was unintentional. But let me just, not that. I can make this longer than that. Not like that. I'll need to cut it down a bit, but this is fine. Do that. We'll cut off the edges here. Or I'll have to do it manually. That's fine. I was hoping to keep this a straight line if I could, so maybe I don't do that. I'll just do the old duplicate and merge shit. That way it stays the same, but it's about where I want it to be. There you go. because the forefront one should be a bit longer than the back one. Not by much, but by a little bit. Like there. A bit longer. Yeah. It's probably about right. Maybe. So my only thing with this, oh, I didn't fucking merge them straight. Fuck it. Yeah, just leave them there. That's straight. Might as well just leave that like that. So this one, I could twist her hand and it would go, instead of going backwards, hold on. I got a couple of thought processes with this. Is A, I could twist it back this way and it would be going back and over her shoulder. And I'd have to make it a bit shorter so it would stop about beneath her ear kind of thing. Or I could throw it backwards, more like that kind of shape. Like, where did my center thing go then? Probably that actually looks right. Okay, so yeah, that's better. All right. I'll tell you what, this making the ultimate rave emote, because it's going to end up being animated, it is going to take me the longest out of everything. A lot of the time when I make something animated, it's just like a quick lull. It's a GIF, right? And so it just takes me a few minutes because I'm not even really thinking about it. But because I actually want to do this in Live 2D, I'm trying to get like kind of like shapes and crap right. And it matters a little bit more to me. Plus, I'm also working with an image and trying to alter that image to work how I want it to work. So, like, it is definitely possible that if I couldn't see that part there, that I could hide that with a hand. Like, where did that go? You there? You let me move it? Yes, no? It would be like that. There. That is about right too, honestly. I don't know so much about that side, but whatever. It's fine. All right, let me grab my pen. So all I'm thinking is, instead of this, let's work with hand. This separate thing. So if I was to say, this is wrist here. If it was holding an object, where did my, oh, I've got something selected. Hold on. That should allow me to fucking draw now, I hope. Unless I haven't got something selected right. Yeah, no, there we go. So all I was thinking is, instead of this going downwards, it would go up, which would take a hand backwards, which is fine. But it would be more like sort of a gentle move downwards like that. And I would want height. I would want it to be like, what, more, no, I still want that to be kind of like there. Hold on. What are you up to, Mup? I see you wiggling at me. See you doing the wiggles. Just put this here like that for a second. I want it to fully hide her hand and stuff, but that's a better shape, yeah. Home again and slightly alive. Well, it's always good to still be alive, generally after venturing outdoors. And that's my general principle about it, but yeah. How you doing? Apart from that, probably acquiring food and maybe rest. I will get rid of this because this is fine. I can work with that. Okay, let me get rid of this bit at the back here. All right. I want this to merge down. There we go. Cool. I definitely prefer that. So basically, she's kind of got a kind of like knuckle line here, sort of thing. And her hand would be kind of like a little bit rounded that way. But if she's holding on to something, her hand is going to kind of go up into. I see you, Phoenix. What are you doing? Sorry, Phoenix walked in here. So that would mean that her fingers would go upwards to a point, up like this direction kind of thing instead. 2 days later, once I feel I can move again. Oh, geez. That doesn't sound like you had a good day at all. I want this one here to be meeting a middle point, realistically. It's kind of like going inwards like that. Hold on, let me get some, let's get some training wheels on this hand. It's purple you. So what I'm looking for, I want a different color. Hit me up with blue again. So what I'm thinking is I want her hand, well, way too big. Hold up. About 30 odd. Still too big. Her hand should be coming into a shape like this kind of effect is what I want. So I kind of need her, I need her fingers to kind of come up from that. Yeah, it's definitely quite where I want it. All right. That's right, this is on blue. All right. I kind of don't mind that finger that she's got there. I just don't know if I could just steal this and move it up a tiny bit. Yeah, I can. I like the song a lot. So peaceful. All right. So I'm trying to stack fingers on top of fingers here, basically. We're looking for like something along the lines of like this, kind of like a paw effect. I'll actually put that one back. I can work with that on the edge here, but I kind of don't want it to come down that close, but I can move it away from there. I might be better off just getting rid of it. Actually, yeah, that's where I want that to be. All right, cool. All right. The only thing here is her finger would come up, not quite that chunky. Sort of like that, but not. This little bit here. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll fix up the fingers coming off that in a second. I may have to move the thing forwards. I realize now I probably should have made some other color other than pink, but whatever. It's fine. So my only thought about this is her pinky finger is way too thick. So let's get rid of all that, put that back, get rid of that line. So my thoughts are, instead of that overlapping there, I wonder if, hold on. No. There's a bit better. They don't have to all fucking move forwards like that, because basically, like, there should be like a line, give or take, coming in for that finger there somewhere. I sort of want that shape more than the one that exists under it. Like I said, a lot of these like small details don't fucking matter, because once I make it into a little emote, you won't be able to see a lot of this. But as an artist, I give a shit because I'll use it for something else, you know? It's a bit better. I wonder if I've got... Yeah, I thought so. All right. I was thinking here was... Actually, I'll put that on the other layer because I can work with that for making it pointed. What I sort of mean is, instead of this edge here, kind of doing that. I don't know how I want that to be as like that. I could take a bit off the edge there, but I don't feel like that's right. I feel like the edge of that line over there is just wrong. Talk about like here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Ain't perfect, but I can move that button over, and that would be there. I still don't greatly love how that looks. Something about it's wrong. It could just be the color behind it. I think it's just a top finger and a bit of what's going on here. Plus, obviously, I got to get rid of that line, but that's fine. I'll turn those into little knuckle bumps eventually. Put that back. Where did my hand go? There. All right. I'll have to fix up the palm a little bit. I think the thing is I need to kind of like take it forwards, or I need to expand that down, because this should be the closest thing further forwards, but also kind of not. It's one of the closest items, so I feel like her hand should be a lot bigger than it is. I might just merge it down, grab her hand, and just enlarge the whole thing. Because I know this part here is not what I want, but it's fine. I did like the size of the hands that we have here, but I do feel like they should be bigger if they're forwards. The hardest part about drawing shit is a lot of the time I can see what I need to do, but I'm not entirely certain of if I'm able to get the thing done. It's one of the most fucking frustrating things, honestly. Yeah, put that back down. Or actually, don't put it on that layer because it's blurry. Alright. Well, let me move this over now that I know that it's got to be a bit bigger than that. I think I just draw a new shape for that, honestly. Yeah. Give me the mouse. So think I'll just grab my fucking eraser. What? Well, give me that back. Fucking thing's always stealing my shit. I swear. Honestly, this needs to be like basically like two different shapes. Like up here. It needs to be like that kind of thing. It's fine. Oh man, everything in my spine just went crunch. Like my shoulders, my back, everything just went crunch. I'm not entirely sure if I want her hand to be this big, but see a bit of the line underneath it. I need that to be lighter. So whenever I do art stream, this song that's playing is the song that gets stuck in my head for days and hours afterwards, and I end up playing it on repeat. It's a song I'm quite fond of.